We're talking with Robert Kowalski, the author of the new 8-week cholesterol cure. We've talked about diet in the past. How important is exercise to maintaining and establishing and maintaining a good cholesterol level?
Well, first of all, let me tell you that most people consider exercise to be a 4-letter word. It's something that they just don't want anything to do with. And to be really honest, I don't either. Exercise is work. Who wants to work? I mean, when you've got a little time off, don't you want to do something that's fun, not exercise? So I'd rather think of it as physical activity, what you do in your leisure time, things that you might do to have fun. And the bottom line is, I mean, this is something that Hippocrates wrote, the Greek physician wrote about hundreds of years ago.
Really?
Essentially, it came down, he didn't use these words, but use it or lose it. That's really what he wrote back in those ancient days. We have to keep our bodies moving. And however you move, I tend to be one of these fidgety kinds of people. I move around a lot. I'm always fidgeting with something. They've shown that I'm actually burning calories while I'm doing that. I'm doing a bit of exercise. If somebody were to simply get up from the chair and instead of using the remote, just walk across the room, you're changing your body's metabolism at that point in time. Now we want to go significantly above that. How about going out and doing some gardening? A lot of people enjoy it. It's a hobby, for heaven's sake. I happen to be a bird watcher. I love birds, so every couple of days, the birds are frankly eating me out of house and homes. I'm out there filling those things and hauling these big sacks of bird seed around and so forth. I'm getting some exercise and loving every minute of it. I play golf, but instead of riding in a cart, I walk the golf course. Now, some people might say, well, there's no way. There's absolutely no way that I could walk 18 holes of golf. Fine, don't. Walk one hole. Let's start with a par 3. You hit off the tee. Wherever your ball is, you take the club that you'll need if you haven't been lucky enough to get to the green. You may need a pitching wedge to get there, and then a putter. So you grab those 2 clubs and say, I'll meet you on the green, and walk that hole. It's a little bit of activity. Then you may want to walk another par 3 and gradually build that up. Lots of things to do. And I'll tell you something, as a man, I'm speaking as a man now, there's nothing that makes my wife happier and makes her break into a smile than when I say, hey, Dawn, how about a Friday evening we go dancing?
Isn't that nice?
Women, as you know, Lyle, love to dance. And you know what? As much as guys say that they don't like to, once you get out there and you start moving, I have never been to any place where people dance where there aren't smiles on the face. People have a good time. You're with others. You're enjoying yourself. And I'll tell you, you get into something like swing dancing or some of the fancier dancing that I can't really do, salsa and so forth. You're moving a lot. You're sweating. You're absolutely sweating. Folk dancing, square dancing, ethnic kinds of dances like, well, I happen to be of Polish heritage, polka. You do an hour of polka, and that's about like running at a fast pace for an hour. But the difference is that it's fun. So find things that are fun and do it with a friend.
When is it too late to start?
Oh, that's a wonderful question, because the answer is it's never too late to start, and it's never too soon to start. It should be a part of life throughout. One of the problems that we have with the children today, to tell you the truth, is that instead of going out and playing actively, and once again with children, we don't say that they should be exercising, do we? No. They're playing. Well, playing for children normally means they're throwing a ball around, they're chasing each other, they're playing tag, they're playing baseball. Instead, kids today are on the couch watching television, playing video games, working at the computer. Those are all good things, but in moderation. Let's get the kids more active, and the same thing for adults.
We have talked about a couple of things. What I'd like to do is to come back at another time and talk to you about attitude. Obviously, you've got great attitude, and I want to find out how that contributes. Thanks very much.
You bet.